So I am Karinda. I am a photographer and I specialize in equine photography, and I'm actually based out of Texas. And my business is Karinda K Equine Photography, and I am known for my 365 Days of Horses project.
Karinda, what were you struggling with in your business before starting this work together?
So I think what I started realizing was that I was so concerned when people were spending their money with me, and I was worried about how they were spending their money, and I was thinking like, man, that seems like so much money, and if I was spending that much money, I would be feeling like and then I started realizing that was probably reflecting on my clients and the things they were doing around me and the way they were feeling about spending money. So I was like, maybe I should look into this. And I just randomly Googled money marketing or money mindset coach, like just out of the blue, Googled it. And Cristina was the first one that came up. And I was like, I'm just going to set up a meeting with her and see what happens. And that was the beginning.
And what happened? Could you share a little bit of the results that you've been seeing in your business after reaching out and starting the work together?
Yeah, so I set up a call with Cristina, and I was like, I'm just going to set up this call. I have no idea what I'm going into. I actually didn't do a whole lot of research. I didn't research anyone else. I was just like, she sounds really good from what I like. I looked on the website. I was like, I need to do this. So I made a split-second decision to do it. And so during that call, I was just kind of like mind blown about like, oh my gosh, all these thoughts that I've been having that I thought might be affecting me are definitely affecting me in so many more ways than I imagined. And I got off the call and I looked at my husband and I was like, what do I do? Oh my gosh, this is an investment, but it's an investment that will pay for itself, and I finally was like, I'm just going to do it. I think within like 30 minutes of the call, I had like made up my mind, like I'm doing this. I probably made my mind up immediately that I really needed it. And then since whenever I set up that meeting, I don't even know if Cristina knows this. Yeah, I don't think you know this. But I was not I was freaking out about life and money and business and everything in general. And I was in a bad place about worrying about clients and am I booking enough? Am I making enough money? Am I doing this right? And I was at the point of where I thought like, I might have to go like get on some anti-anxiety medicine because I am losing my mind. And I knew I needed to do something. I had no idea this was going to be the solution to that. But since working with her, like I was to the point of like every couple of days, like freaking out and having like anxiety attacks and shutting down about life and about business. And since starting to work with her, I can function. I think I've had one freak out day and that's it. And it's been, I guess, how many weeks now? 11 weeks?
11, almost 3 months.
Yes. So like one really bad freak out moment since I've been working with her, and my income has shot through the roof. I booked more clients in that first like 3 weeks time span of working with Cristina than I had like almost in the past year, I think. It was really crazy, like just making up your mind and saying like, I'm going to do this. There's no other option. It's going to happen. And it just happens, which is funny because I always heard people say this works this way. And I thought they were crazy. But if you open your mind to it and you just let it happen, then it's amazing what happens. So yes, now that Cristina knows what place I was in before I met her now.
So the effects were both on, the way you feel inside and the way you feel in your business and your life, but also very concrete financially. Like maybe it's very relevant to tell people that last year was a 6-figure year for you. And you booked initially more sessions in like 2 days than in half a year. And then the next weeks, it was basically the same as the previous year, which was a 6-figure year. So quite impressive.
Yes, it was life changing. And the thing is that I went into this expecting it to like change the way I think about money and to help me with my business, but I didn't understand how it would help me in so many other areas and so many other things, and how it's all related and intertwined and all that stuff.
What do you feel that were the biggest changes in yourself?
Probably for my business, it was letting go of like what I thought was a lot of money as opposed to what my clients think, and not worrying about like, if it's their money and they want to spend it a certain way and they want to invest it this way, that's great. It's none of my business, or it doesn't, it shouldn't affect me. But it's hard as a creative because you get so vested in your work that you get all wrapped up in it. That really changed for my business. Personally, I think just like I would get really down on myself, or things wouldn't go the way I thought they should, or, you kind of ride that emotional roller coaster as a business owner and as a creative, especially since you're so vested in everything. And I think I've learned to jump off the roller coaster a little bit when it goes down, and just realize that, you do have good days and you do have bad days, but you can't let the bad days like just keep pulling you down, and you can't let them bother you. And when those bad days happen, not beating yourself up mentally over it, and reminding yourself that you are actually good at what you do and people do love what you do and all of those things. Whereas before, when bad things happen, it's easy to say like, man, I suck at life. People don't not like what I'm doing. I must be horrible at this. And then all of a sudden you've dragged yourself down this rabbit hole and it's awful. So I think like not going down that rabbit hole anymore has been super helpful.
Karinda, what would you tell to someone that is staying on the fence, thinking about going for this work with me and mindset work in general, but particularly with me in this case? What would you tell them? Like if they were like just considering it, but not being 100% convinced that this work works?
Well, I will tell you this first. If I have so many people in my life that I just keep thinking like, man, I just want them to sign up with Cristina and they would be so much better off. Like a couple of my best friends, I'm like, man, if I could just get her to meet Cristina and sign up with Cristina, like it's so worth it. And I recognized after that first call, like I can't afford not to do this for my mental sake, my business, my marriage, my family, my friends, all of those things were being affected by this and I didn't realize it. Just there's no reason not to. Like I promise, like there's nothing that you're gonna lose. And the money shouldn't bother you at all. It was worth it. It was an investment, but like the way I see it, like this investment changed my life. Like I was struggling so hard with so many of these things, and now I have the tools to go on and to live life and not freak out and not have anxiety about things, or not have anxiety about going and buying some new jeans if I want to. So it's not, I don't think that you should even think about it. Just do it. Just jump off the edge and do it. Great advice. Life-changing. Like I said, literally, like I thought I was gonna have to go like take medicine and medicate myself because I was so anxious about everything. And now I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, like this literally did change my life. So, and I know Cristina didn't know that, so.
No, I'm finding out now.
That's my confession of the day.